Hey y'all, it's Celine, and I am here with the Pantry Challenge, the Three Rivers Pantry Challenge. And I got in the game a little bit late this winter, this January. It started on the 1st, and I didn't start until a week ago, so the 12th, this is the 19th. And but that's okay, it doesn't matter, jump in whenever. The idea of the Pantry Challenge is to go all of January, and if you choose to in February as well, without ever going to the grocery store, and to use up what's in your pantry while it's fresh before it gets dated and needs to be chucked. So the whole idea is not to waste and to use what you've purchased, what you've frozen, what you've put up, what you've grown in your garden. Excuse me. So that's what we're doing. Now I'm using from my food storage room, I'm using from my pantry, I'm using from my freezer, I'm using freeze-dried foods, I'm using foods I've preserved, I'm using foods I purchased, and the intention is to pull the oldest and get those older things used up. And then Three Rivers Homestead isn't going to go to the store until, I guess, the 1st of March. I don't plan on doing it quite that way. I have an Azure Standard order going in. As a matter of fact, it just went in today. And I went to the grocery store already this month, and I will probably not go before the end of the month, but certainly the first part of February I'll go, and I will replenish, salad fixins and fresh produce and dairy products, things like that. And because we want to eat well, and I mean we're eating really well on this challenge, don't get me wrong, but healthy. We want to make sure we're getting our fruits and vegetables in, our fresh ones. And I'm also doing something a little bit different. I am using the older stuff, which is the whole idea, and I think it's great, but I also feel like this is not a good time. I just think the world is kind of in a little bit of an upheaval, and I don't think it's a really wise time to use down your stores and not replenish them. So I am replenishing what I'm using, at least the things we use regularly. Like, there are some oddball things that have been in the freezer for a while that we didn't use because we're not crazy about it, or it just wasn't convenient to fix, or whatever the reason may be. And we may not replace all that kind of stuff, but I'm not going to get low on my tomatoes or my meats or anything like that. I'm just not going to use all that up and not replace it for a couple of months. I am going to keep replenishing that, but I am going to continue to only use the older stuff when I cook, if I can. So without further ado, I have 7 nights of meals, and some of them I actually recorded the whole preparation and the recipe, and I'm not going to add that here because it'll make the video too long, but I am going to be putting up those videos over the next several days or week or so. So be watching for that if there's something that interested you. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It's been really challenging between videoing and editing and all of that good stuff, but I'm actually really having a lot of fun using up stuff only in the pantry. So without further ado, so tonight we are having ham and beans. I had a ham bone with lots of ham still on it, and so I added that to 13 bean soup mix. It's actually just the beans. There's no seasoning or anything with it. And I get that in the 25-pound bag from Azure Standard. And so rather than making soup, I just made ham and beans with it, and it is just delicious. It has all the different kinds of beans and lentils, and it's just amazing. So that's what we had the first night, and we really enjoyed it, and it was all from our pantry. Hey friends, I am doing another pantry meal for the Three Rivers Pantry Challenge. And today I have, that light's blinding you, I know, I'm going to turn it a little bit. I have some of this leftover, it's frozen Tyson grilled chicken, fajita chicken breast strips. I bought mini bags of this and freeze dried it, and it turned out great and we loved it. So we liked it so well that I've been buying them, and it's pre-cooked. I mean, normally I don't do a lot of that, but they make a really good quick meal. And I noticed when I was looking through the freezer, I thought, what am I going to make tonight that is from the older stuff, things that might need to be used? And I pulled this out and I thought, oh, it's getting ice crystals. It's time to use it. And I have some frozen peppers from last year, that actually from this past summer, that I froze. And I'm going to make some refried beans from what's left over ham and beans when I made 13 bean mix. So I'm going to make refried beans with this. It's got ham chunks in it, so it'll be a little different, but that's what I'm going to make with that. And then I've got a little leftover rice from my food storage that I made rice the other day out of. And there's very little, but I'm going to put some some chili powder and some cumin in it, and just kind of Mexican it up a little bit. All right, so let's get started. All right, I'm going to put just a little bit of avocado oil in for the beans, and I am going to put some olive oil in for the onion and peppers and chicken. And so this is just going to be a really quick throw together. So I need to chop an onion real fast. There we go. And I'm going to dump in all these beautiful red and green peppers that I sliced up specifically for fajitas last summer. Now let me get the, excuse me here, the beans going. Grab my masher. And that's all refried beans really are, is normally pinto beans. And there's plenty of those in here, as well as 13 other kinds or 12 other kinds. And they are just cooked beans that are smushed up. Now I'm going to put my chicken in there. This is a lot more chicken than I normally would just make for the two of us. But because it needed to be used, we can eat on this for the next several days. We can have it for lunch or whatever. And I am just going to put a lid on that. I don't want a lid on the refried beans because I want them to thicken up and the liquid to cook out of it. Little bitty container of rice, which has got beef and onion flavoring. So it's a little, it's not like something I'd serve to company, but it'll be just fine. I'm going to put some cumin and some chili powder. me, puppies. Give that a little stir. I'm going to put just a little bit. Whoops. Better eat that up. Go ahead. You see me? I dropped some. I'm going to, go ahead, baby. Go ahead. You can eat it. I'm going to put just a dab of water in this, and then I'm going to put this in the microwave. Okie doke. I am going to cook my tortilla. Am I the only one in the world that does that? So easy that way. They're nice and warm, and they get kind of that little bit of a charred flavor like you get on the ones that you get at Mexican restaurants. I love them this way. Perfect. See those little charred marks? Isn't that beautiful? This is my pantry meal. The chicken that needed to be used from the freezer. I had these tortillas in the freezer. Leftover beans that we got from the pantry, that we bulk buy from Azure Standard. I'll leave a link below to that. And brown rice that we also buy in bulk and keep in our food storage. So that's it, guys. I'll be back with another meal soon. Okay, y'all, and here is Pantry Challenge stuffed pork chops. Pork chops been sitting in the freezer for at least a year. The potatoes are dehydrated potato flakes or freeze-dried, I don't remember which. And they've been in the pantry quite a while. And then broccoli. So this is my husband's plate, and another pantry challenge day down. For lunch today, I used some of the fajita chicken and made some soup, and my husband ate a ham sandwich. So, and that came from the freezer as well. So anyway, there we go, another day down. So here I've made some chicken fajita soup with the leftover chicken and added some broth and some veggies, and it was absolutely fabulous. We really enjoyed it. And I think we are on night, I don't know if we're on, I think it's 6. I'm not sure. Anyway, this is Schnitzel that we get from Aldi, and it's been in the freezer for quite some time. My husband loves this stuff. Some freeze-dried mashed potatoes, gravy, and broccoli, and it was delicious. Oh, that is absolutely beautiful. Is that not just yum? I have to try me some of this. Oh, so pretty. Let's find a fork. All right. It's gonna be hot. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this is really good. Oh, and I'll tell you that Azure Standard, that Azure pizza seasoning, whoa, that just takes your pizza to a whole new level. So good. Winner. So that's it, guys. I'll see you for the next one. Okay, and the last meal this week is one of my very favorite wintertime meals, white chicken chili. I actually prefer this over red chili. It's just one of my favorites. This turned out great, and it was absolutely delicious. and I will be posting a link to the entire video of this below. This actually is just a little clip from that video because I forgot to film making this batch of white chicken chili. But this is it. That's it for next week. For this week, and I can't wait to bring you what's going on next week in the Pantry Challenge. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click the like button and please subscribe. I'd love to have you as part of my YouTube family. Take care, y'all. God bless. Bye-bye.